You guys are fucking amazing. Are you ready for your feature comic? This guy, he is a national touring comedian, and he gave me the best financial advice backstage. I cannot wait to be a man in my mid-30s because they know everything. Make a lot of noise right now. Go crazy for Ben Gold.
Hey, shooting my shot like, hey, hit the red dot like, hey, finger on the trigger like, hey,
Keep it going for Claire Sunday.
Hey, hit the red dot like,
Keep it the fuck going for Claire. Thank you. That's very nice. Yeah, Claire, we just met. Claire and Danny and I were having a really nice chat downstairs. We kind of felt like her uncle a little bit. You know, I was saying, like, I'm such an adult now, I swear. I said, these words just came out of my mouth. Did you know you can build credit with a debit card? I mean, she was like, no, I didn't know that. I literally said, I don't know which one it is, but I'm going to Google it and send it to you. Keep it going for yourselves, guys. Make some noise for the Den Theater, dude. This place, this is a sexy theater. This is like like I would have a poster of this theater on my wall, I swear. It's great to be in Chicago. I've gone to a lot of cities with Danny. We've been to some very exquisite, exotic cities, none quite as nice as Chicago. We went to New Brunswick, New Jersey. I don't know if you guys have heard of New Brunswick. Really nice. Albany, Buffalo. The kind of cities where you think, man, I wonder if this restaurant even has vegetables, you know? Like that kind of thing, you know? Like, does jalapeno poppers count? You know, the wings come with celery, just so you know. Make it 2 orders. So just so you guys know who you're working with for the next little bit, I'm a bit of an intellect. You know, I'm very cultured individual. I have the New York Times app on my phone. You know, do you know what I'm saying here? Is that registering with you guys? I don't read the news, but it's there if I need it. You know, if I'm like, shit, what's happening outside of my home today? I really use it. No, I do use it for the games. You guys into the New York Times games at all? Are you guys dorks, I guess I'm asking, like me? Oh, yeah, we're some proud dorks up in here. Woo! Real dorks, not just like, I wear glasses and that make, you know. I don't play Wordle anymore, though. Yeah. Did someone just go? Was that you? You're like the biggest Wordle fan. You're like, fuck, really? No, why? Come back. We miss you. I didn't know anyone was that proud. I'm not hate. I mean, I played it for a while. Great game. But no, I play Spelling Bee. You guys know Spelling Bee? You guys know that one? Yeah. If you haven't played it, they give you 7 letters, and you got to make as many combinations of words as you can. And it's a great game, but it's the words they use is kind of bullshit. Like they use some fucked up, like I don't know what dictionary they're using. I was given 7 letters, 4 of which included C, L, I, and T. Okay? So that's a word, right? Like, it's a fucking word. I'm glad you guys agree. So I punched it up, you know, C-L-I-T, enter. New York Times, the New York Times tells me, we're sorry, clit is not a word. Boo, right? What the fuck is that? I thought Merriam-Webster were women, first off, so I don't know what the fuck that's about. Some fucking self-hating feminists. But yeah, no, I don't know. What's that? Fucking shit. At least, did someone say at least they're dead? At least I did. Okay. I came out here tonight. One of my goals was like, you know, I'm going to really talk to these people. That was my fucking punchline. You ever done comedy? It's a great time. Yeah. They said clit is not a word, and I was like, fuck, the one time I could find it. But you knew that's where I was going with it. Okay. Yeah. So. Whoosh. So yeah, I'm not smart after all. And I know that because as a kid, I thought the kid's name in the movie, I thought his name in the movie was Home Alone. And that's 100% serious. It was my favorite movie. Like, it's not a movie I saw like a couple times. Like, I saw it 50 times, and I still went around, then Home Alone did this, and then Home Alone, like, took a blowtorch to Joe Pesci's head or whatever. Like, there's a scene in the movie where the kid's mom goes, Kevin, I was like, who the fuck is she talking about? That is not how you find Home Alone, idiot. That's not how you find him. So yeah, Danny and I go back a long time. We've been friends for over 20 years. We grew up together, and we did a lot of things that normal kids do growing up. Played a lot of basketball. Things sometimes got a little heated. I'll be honest. This is a story that I don't like to tell, but it is a story that I feel like I have to tell, and you'll see why. So we got a little heated, and he pinned me down, and he spit in my mouth, you guys. He spit in my mouth. Like, I remember I have this image, like, looking up, And he didn't, like, hawk the loogie, but, like, it kind of dribbled out, and he didn't suck it back into his mouth. And we're like 12, and, it went in my mouth, and it burned an image in my brain. And now, not a day goes by where I don't think about that, And masturbate, okay? We just made such perfect eye contact. It was like, what's up, man? I'm Ben. You're looking at the right place. I just lined up. We just lined up perfectly. Thanks for paying attention. Thanks for me to making it weird. I still see Danny, the Lopriores around. I saw his mom after a show, and she said, Ben, like, reflecting on growing up, you had a nice house, but you always came and spent time in our dumpy little apartment, and that really meant a lot to me. Those are her words, by the way. It's not me calling it dumpy. She said that. And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, I wanted to come to your house. You guys are the best. And you didn't have rules at your house. Like, my parents didn't live there. You know what I mean? Like after a night of drinking, going home to my house, it was like going home to a fucking FBI agent, like a 5'2" Jufrode kind of FBI agent. Like, I'd come home, stumble my way in, she'd be like, let me smell your breath, turn out your pockets, spread your cheeks, you know what I mean? I was like, Jesus Christ, man, I'm gonna go to Danny's. You know what the rules are at Danny's? It's not rhetorical. Do you guys know? Like, I didn't know there was no rules. He had his like own apartment. It was like crazy. Of course, I wanted to go there. Things would get a little crazy on, let's say, a Saturday night. He would invite his girlfriend over. We would all get drunk. They would hook up. I would throw up in the sink. Just crazy. Just like wild, good times. We're all having a good time, there. Just throwing up in the sink. I think a lot of the habits and the things that I still like to this day, we develop those kinds of things early, like rap music. I always loved rap music from a young age, still do. Didn't choose to go to the Bad Bunny concert tonight, though. Did you guys know Bad Bunny was in town and you chose this? Woo! That's loyalty. That's some real loyalty. I heard he puts on a great show. But, so I went to a Nas concert last summer in Brooklyn. You say that's fire? Dude, it was. He still tours. You can check it out yourself. It's great. I mean, was always a fan. And he did this thing where he did this like New York City borough, I call it like the borough roll call, where he's like, is Manhattan here? Is, the Bronx here? Is Brooklyn in the house? Is Brooklyn in the house? And these rich white people in front of me were like, woo! I didn't, I don't say anything when they ask that, because we're gentrifiers, like that's the truth. Like that's the fact. I'm not proud of it, but he doesn't care if we're there. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in the building, but we're not in the house. I don't know if that makes sense. We're at he's happy, he's not up there being like, is Brooklyn in the house, and being like, oh, is Bill and Linda here? That's fantastic. They made it. I wonder if they ever sold their brownstone. There's someone very special here tonight, you guys. Someone very special to me. And that's my girlfriend, Verity Ann Lister. Where's Verity at? I haven't seen her yet, which is probably for the best. Where is she? There she is. Look at it. Can you see how beautiful she is? She's so sexy. Everyone stare at her now. Now I'm going to talk about her a little. It's not going to be too crazy. So we've been together for 3.5 years, and we've been living together for 1 year. And here's some things that we do in our home. One is that we're big reality TV fans. Your face just lit up. You have the Bravo app on your phone? You're missing out if you don't have it. All kinds of exclusives. Andy. Make some noise for Andy. How good is Andy? Holy shit. Guy found the best fucking job in the world. It's just like, it's just to like prompt, like get drunk rich people to yell at each other and just be like, you guys, is that controversial? Was that controversial what I just said? Is that not what he does? I don't know. All right, enough of this off-topic riff. We watch Love is Blind. Anyone watch Love is Blind? Love is Blind. What a crock of shit that show title is. Love is Blind. Vision is a huge part of love. It is huge, like if they wanted to test that theory out, here's what they should do for next season. Just hire a lot of very attractive women, and then for the men, hire men with like deep, sexy voices who also happen to be like physically repulsive. And we'll see just how blind love is, They'll come out of the pods. Just be a line of Ubers to take all the ladies home. And that would just be the shot. It would just be like a whole bunch of Honda Civics, and then the credits would roll because everyone would be like, oh, it wasn't blind. The show's that should just be the season finale, I think, or the series finale right there. I like to also do a lot of pranks around the house. Let's bring V back into this. I like to prank V a lot. Just health, not like nothing too crazy. Like we were preparing to go on vacation, and I was folding laundry, and I was folding one of her bras, and as she walked in, I just gave it like a little sniff. I just gave it a little sniff, like wouldn't it be funny if I was a perv, And I was just like this is just like a thing I did when you weren't around, just smelled your bra. And she said, "What are you doing smelling the shoulder pads to my blazer?" Like, of course, know what that is. Gotcha, You've been punked. She was like, yeah. Why are you smelling the shoulder pads to my blazer that your mom handed down to me? So like it started with me like pretending to be a perv, and then I just proved that I was an actual fucking perv. Is what that was. We went on vacation to Costa Rica. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Really nice place, really nice. And she said to me, I'm so bummed that while we're in Costa Rica, I'm gonna get my period. She's like, cool. We all get them. We all get them, guys. I am a biological miracle. And so she said, I'm so bummed I'm going to be getting my period while we're in Costa Rica. And this just shows how little I still understand about women. My legit response to her was, don't worry about me. Like, oh, don't worry about me. My family's going to be there. So, like, this is not going to be like a super sexy vacation, She's like, yeah, no, I wasn't worried about you at all. At all. I'm going to be sick and bleeding. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, no, I'll just jerk off. Don't worry about me. Like, oh, I'll still come. Don't worry about it. So sweet of you, for thinking about me. Haven't been over here yet. What's this feel like? Cool. All right. So yeah, I do the therapy stuff. Make some noise if you're in therapy. Holy shit, Chicago, the New York of the Midwest. I didn't realize we had that many Jews here tonight. So, yeah, I don't know. I recently got over the stigma of therapy, which it sounds like you all have as well. Like I used to care what people thought about going to therapy. I would make up like some excuse to tell my coworkers every Wednesday at 6:30. Like, oh, I have a doctor's appointment. Like that's somehow less embarrassing, going to the doctor every Wednesday at 6:30 and just letting them paint whatever picture they want to paint. Like, oh, I wonder how his rash is doing, or what's on mental health these days. So you can just, like someone's like, my boss was like, can you come in to work on a Friday? And I was like, oh, I have therapy. And they were like, all Friday you have therapy? I was like, you are encroaching on my HIPAA violation right now, and I will sue the pants off of you. Yes, I'm fucked up. I need therapy all day on Friday. By therapy, I mean playing Zelda, it's therapeutic, okay? So, I was talking to my therapist. His name is James. Woo, give it up for James. Is that, give it up for the name James, or my therapist James, or all, cool. I'm not trying to be a dick. Thank you for the participation. So, yeah, I was talking to him, and he was like, so, really digging in, like, how you doing? Like, how you really doing? And I was like, I think I'm in like a little bit of a funk. But then I caught myself, and I was like, no, fuck that. What the fuck is that, in a funk? I'm sad. Why do I have to dress it up as something else, in a funk? In a funk sounds fun. Like, being in a funk, that sounds like a good fucking time. What'd you do on Saturday? I got drunk, went dancing, and ate fried chicken. I was in a funk, Call me next time, dude. That sounds... Or sometimes I'll say, I'm just having my ups and downs. If you say you're having your ups and downs, you know what you're not having any of? Ups. You're having, like, at least 95% downs. But you throw the ups in there so no one thinks you're going to, like do something to yourself, you know what I mean? You're like, yeah, I have it. You're like, I got fired, I got dumped, I, like, sprained my ankle, but I had, like, a cheeseburger, and that tasted pretty good, and that's an up. I'm going to call that one an up. Yeah, my my dad just had his second knee replacement. He's not here, but make some noise for my dad, Robert. Make some noise for Robert Gold. He's a good guy. He's a good man, good dad, and we got a lot more help for him this time around. Like the first go around, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. We were very unprepared. A knee replacement is a really big deal, and I was kind of doing a lot to help, and things like holding him up while he's peeing. It was kind of fell under my remit somehow. And before doing that, he wanted to give me a heads up. He was like, Ben, I just want you to know that because of the meds, my penis is very small. I was like, first off, holy shit. This whole time we've been fucking blaming it on cold weather. Blame it on the meds. Why did I never think of that? I could have just been blaming it on the meds this whole time. Also, like, kind of adorable that he's giving me a heads up. Like, I'm your son, you know? We have this, like, a lot of the same DNA, you know? Our penises are related, sir. And my apple did not fall far from the tree, if you know what I mean, on that front. I work from home, and anyone here work from home? How do we feel about it? Anyone? You like it? What do you like about it? You what? You wear sweatpants all day. Yeah. I would have worn sweatpants to this. I almost did. Zinger. Yeah, so I work from home. And I got this job like a year ago or so, and they tried to like teach me, like get me to use all their acronyms. You guys deal with all these fucking work acronyms like at your jobs? And I'm just like, dude, I can't remember jack shit as is. I'm not clogging my brain with more of your fucking pointless acronyms. Like, so I just decided I wasn't going to learn them. But that's also gotten me into some weird situations. Like when I first started, they were like, Ben, so how long have you been, working with NPS? I was like, NPS? Geez, like my whole life. They're like, oh, okay, so then you must be up to date on all of the latest CP4. And I'm like, okay, I got to take control of this situation. CP4, yeah, but there's someone else I wanted to talk to you about, and that's that just last night I was taking in some NBA, which is an acronym, and also it was on CBS. I don't know if you guys, the whole time, texting with KFC, which ended up disrupting my IBS. Yeah, they're trying to like encourage us to come back into the office. Like, they're just trying to reason with us back in. They're not like forcing us, but they're saying like, hey, I think if we all came in more often, things would be a lot more efficient. Things would be a lot more efficient. I'm like, yeah, I hear you, but I feel like I'm pretty efficient at home. Like. After this Zoom, I'm going to play 2 hours of Zelda and then immediately masturbate, That's pretty efficient, I just would have to say. Sometimes I masturbate while playing Zelda. And if you think that's weird, you have not played the latest Zelda, okay? Holy shit, it's good. Have I been getting lights, by the way? I don't know where I'm looking. Okay, all right. Kevin, are we good? Okay, I guess we're good. We're going to keep rolling. I guess this is my special all of a sudden. No. Stay up there. Yeah, let's see. What else was I going to talk to you guys about? These flashcards are I'm just studying up for some fucking. I have a geography quiz on Monday, and I just wanted to brush up. Okay, yeah. Azerbaijan. Where the fuck is Azerbaijan? No. So yeah, I do love basketball, and all right, I'll leave you guys with this. Oh, there's the light. There's the light. I'll leave you guys with this. So it's March Madness, right? I don't know if that's. I'm making my hand like, are you guys pumped for college teams playing basketball? Yeah. I do love basketball, but the problem is that I suck. I don't know if you guys deal with this problem. I love it, and I suck at it. And if you suck at basketball, there's one thing you can do that will make your teammates love you, and that is just to set a lot of screens, okay? I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. There's 3 steps. Step 1 is get your feet planted, okay? Step 2 is absorb impact. And then step 3 is to receive lots of high fives from your teammates, okay? They love it. They love it when you just set a fucking screen. And the greatest thing about it is you didn't do fucking anything. You did nothing. You literally inconvenienced someone. Like, you give high fives to your teammates, and you're like, did you see that guy? He was on time, and then I made him late, okay? All right, that's a fucking banger to end on. Make some goddamn noise.
But I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway.
Thanks so much, guys.
Fuck you mean? I'm the generous king for real. I fuck her to sleep, then I light up the street. Got her screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got
Ben Gold, come on, let him hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. Are you guys ready for your headliner? You know him, you love him. Start clapping.